Hi, I am Shannon Miller, and I am going to talk today about what's changed in gymnastics since my era, which seems to get longer and longer very quickly. Next year, we are actually celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Magnificent Seven from 1996, our gold medal win, which is really exciting, but also makes me feel really old. But it's very cool. Lots of fun reliving some of those memories. But one of the things that you think about as a gymnast, and we did this during our generation as well, you think about how much the sport has changed over time. In the 90s, we thought, how vastly different it was from when Nadia competed or Mary Lou Retton competed. And it's the same today. Some of the skills that I did in Olympic competition are now being performed by like 7-year-olds, which is really awesome, but again, makes me feel old. But it is interesting to see all of the changes in the sport because it is always evolving. That is part of what makes gymnastics and so fascinating to watch. We're always upping the game. We're always adding something new. The athletes today adding twists, adding flips, really going beyond anyone's expectations. And every 4 years we think, this is when it's going to top out. Well, we can't get any higher. And every 4 years, they raise the bar and do these incredible, amazing new skills. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next year in Rio. But some of the things I can think of off the top of my head that have changed, and I'm sure that you guys will think of more and tweet me and let me know what I forgot, but which would be good. I appreciate that. I will take all the help I can get. But one of the things is certainly the equipment. We have completely changed our equipment. Back in my day, we were, barely off wrestling mats on the floor exercise. So you're getting the actual coil spring floor, which was, so amazing at the time. Bars has changed quite a bit. I remember learning my giant swing on boys' parallel bars. And if you've ever gone up and seen them, they're very oval, which makes it extremely hard to hold on to when you're going around and around the bar. So now they're more of a circle. They're smaller, a little bit easier to hold on to, which has been such a great change. They're also wider. So much wider. I remember still doing the beats on the bar that absolutely killed your hip bones, and you try to get this padding and it just hurt. So now they have the bars so wide that you can barely touch in between the bars. So that's also changed the swing. The dynamics, the physics of our swing, because we no longer have to do that deep pike and the kick and the up. Now it's a little bit changed. So some of those things have changed in addition to just kind of what's in the code of points and what's being stressed during this particular 4 years. Vault has changed quite a bit, as you can tell, looking at older vaults. The 1996 Olympics, you see the vault, and it's the long, skinny vault that you were terrified every single day that you were going to miss your hands and completely land on your head. The vault safety zone. So we used to call it the magnet because that's what it looked like, but it's the safety zone that goes around the vaulting board. We didn't always have that, and that was very dangerous. So a lot of these safety things that are coming about, these are due to these wonderful changes in the sport, and also due to the fact that we're doing skills that are so much more difficult. I say we, it's not me. They're doing the difficult skills. I'm watching and talking about the difficult skills. The scoring system, of course, has changed. There's no longer the 10-0. I personally am very sad to see the 10-0 go. It was the staple, the ultimate in our sport. Everyone, regardless of if they were really a gymnastics fan or not, they knew what a 10.0 was. That was perfection, and that's what you knew going in. Even if you just watched it every 4 years at the Olympics, you knew the closer to the 10-0, the better. And so that was a really great marketing tool, for lack of a better term. It was something that people identified with. So I think changing the scoring system, it's just not quite as exciting for the average viewer. It's hard to get really excited about a 15.23567. It's just not, it's not the perfect 10. But at the same time, there are some really good benefits to the scoring change. I think we've always kind of had that separation between the execution score and the difficulty score in our minds, at least, if not in the actual scoring system. Now it's just very separate, and it's very easy to tell. Okay, so she had this much in execution deductions, and she had this much in difficulty value. And so it's easy to see where the score comes from, which is really nice. So those are some of the things off the top of my head that I can think of that are really big changes in the sport. I am sure that I have forgotten some, so please do tweet me, Shannon Miller 96. Instagram is the same. Facebook is Shannon Miller Official. Let me know what I forgot, and I'll talk about it some more.
Thanks so much for watching, and of course you can get more videos below. And if you have a question for me, make sure you tweet it to Shannon Miller 96 with hashtag Shannon's Take. And of course, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can catch up with all of those questions you guys ask. See you next time.